Happy Valentine's Day, viewers! My channel has been doing well as of recently. I'm still looking forward to seeing you all later in March with a new Ramblings episode. However, today's video is going to be controversial and is considered my favorite cartoon couple. The Ghost of Mollie McGee is my second favorite show on Disney Channel, and I love every minute of the show. Everyone knows what I'm going to be talking about, but before we begin, hey, you, viewer! Only 0.2% of people are subscribed on this channel. Please, as I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. It really would help if you guys subscribe to my channel and support my videos. Thanks and enjoy the video. Mollie McGee and Oliver Chen are the most amazing romance in my opinion. It is a debated one though. I want to start off by talking about Mollie. She's an optimistic teenage girl with a dream of making the world a better place. Her friends, Libby and Scratch, her first best friend if we're being technical, and her family, Sharon, Pete, and Daryl. Season 1 gave us some fun antics and chaos. Season 2 changed the mood differently from Season 1, while still keeping the Mollie McGee we know and love. And Alice may seem crazy to some, but Oliver Chen is my favorite character on the show. He's a fun addition to the cast. There are some problems with his character, but I think I need to make my own video talking about that, and that will be coming in the near future. Oliver is a new kid who moved to Brighton from Canada. His family, Aster, Ruben, and June, are okay parallels from the McGees, but Oliver's family are ghost hunters. I loved this idea, but they do not latch onto this idea for very long. In fact, how about waiting until 7 episodes later for them to ditch this idea? Like, good grief. Anyway, Mollie starts forming a crush on Oliver. Because, well, 1, he's got swoopy bangs, and 2, how the hell does this kid have such powerful ribs? Like, goddamn!
Now let me lend you a helping hand.
Only if you let me lend you one right back.
This man's got some style. Now there's a problem that Sir Beverly pointed out in his video, and I actually agree with the statement. 5A was a prom episode, and it was a debated episode by many. 5A had lots of problems, and looking back on Alpha Jade's video, I can see his point too. It's kinda strange that they would shoehorn in a ship this early into the season. However, I didn't really mind it. It didn't really ruin the show for me, but it just felt off. Considering Oliver at this point appeared only in 2 episodes. But one interesting note is that Oliver Chen lied to his mother about Scratch at the end of 5A.
Where's Mollie?
She's, walking home. With a friend.
Is there something you want to talk about?
Now I was mad at this episode for many reasons, including the disappointment of Oliver not sealing the bag. But I got over it and waited for a bit. Then episode 7 hit. Mollie tries to convince Oliver that ghosts aren't bad, which, considering that this is way too early in the season to, finally confront him, he lets go of this very quickly. This is a really good example of inherited prejudice, which Sunnyland Productions made many remarks in his video about such. Oh, and also go check out his In Defense of Oliver Chen video. It's excellent. Oliver gets more worried about Mollie's safety to the point where he traps Scratch with his Boo Blaster ammo. And Oliver was still not convinced. He was so not convinced that he ended up making Mollie snap. And honestly, this is my favorite scene in the show. No cap.
Because the fact is, you know nothing about real ghosts!
Just gonna take these back? Oh man, they're all stretched out now.
But I've been told ghosts are bad my whole life. It has to be true.
Listen, us terrible, evil ghosts just raised a ton of money for charity. Some kid's getting a baby cow because of us. Maybe 2.
I'll admit that doesn't seem like an evil thing to do.
However, Oliver now knows what he did, and once the Frightmares came into the picture, Or he had to change, not only for Mollie and Scratch's sake, but also for Jeff and Jeff. Which, by the way, really good LGBTQ representation in the show, seriously. At the end of the episode, he feels guilty for his actions against his parents' wishes. And episode 8 nearly continues this. Oliver tries to talk to a ghost named Blair, and Blair, who is the one that holds the guard of Brighton Video, doesn't want to go anywhere. And this is also a good example of, well, being stuck in my room. Most of the day I don't really do much, and yeah, that's kind of what I do. Mostly make videos, go outside for a bit, and have fun. At least in my own way. Anyway, Oliver is conflicted as Mollie and Scratch try to convince Blair to get out of her shell and get out of the Brighton Video Store. But Oliver objects, saying that she's right, and, in doing so, locks out Mollie, Libby, and Scratch out of the building. Then, Mollie ends up going through the vents Metal Gear Solid style, and ends up getting back in there. It's a tough decision for a kid his age, but Mollie tries to relieve him.
Oh, it's not like there's anything to feel guilty about. I don't feel bad that I was wrong about everything. I don't feel bad about attacking innocent ghosts. And I don't feel bad that I almost hurt someone you really care about. Or maybe I do feel bad. Really, really bad.
You can't change your past, Ollie, but being a good person means doing better in the future. And you're already on your way.
Now, I am going to give a supercut of events that happened afterwards. In my original script, I forgot about episode 15, so I will mention it here. Episode 15 is about Mollie and Oliver going to a Comic-Con sorts related towards ghosts. Yeah, it's okay, but I felt Oliver was more fun in this episode than he's ever been. Also, stop the Chen slaps. Seriously. Anyway, Mollie and Oliver do try to win against Perfect Borg in Let's Play Turnip Ball, but they end up failing and Perfect Borg wins. Even if they tried to fail in question, they lost. Hey, but you know what? It's a W not only for Oliver, but also their book, because they get to play again. And Carbon Zero Heroes was a fun ride too. I love We Can Change Climate Change. It goes so hard. Probably one of my favorite songs out of the show. And now, what is arguably my technical favorite episode. I have another episode, but I'll cover it in a separate video. Back when the episode titles were revealed, and this was in April, I had literally called it in my mind. Once a full version of I Kept Ending Up With You got released, that nah, it was confirmed. It was a wrap. There was no way they weren't going to unconfirm this train. After 11 episodes of me waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, it happened. And can I just say, it's honestly quite awesome to see two characters like this done properly. Like, I'm not gonna mention the big fat elephant in the room when it comes to shipping, but, you know, Mollie and Oliver are just an adorable couple in my opinion. And a lot of people agree, especially on the Mollie Core Discord server. If you're not on the Mollie Core Discord server, get there now, please. I'll leave a link in the description. In the episode, Mollie, Libby, and Scratch try to help Mollie make a grand gesture to show her love and affection to Oliver Chen. Now, to be fair, there were some cringe moments. We all know about the one when Mollie tries to sing the poem. But the subplot of the episode, which by the way was marketed as the main plot, like Disney, what the hell? Daryl and June were researching Scratch's ectoplasm and created a blob monster that sucks energy out of outlets and stuff like that. Mollie and Oliver share a banana split at Sam's diner. Mollie tries to confess her feelings, but ends up trying to help Daryl and June with their problem.
He accidentally created a new life form, and he's in a bit of a rebellious phase.
Oh, he is so grounded.
And yeah, the ghost is Flubber. Anyway, after the ghost convinces Mollie to finally confess, they hold hands. Now this did not leave much of an impact in my opinion, because in Carbon Zero Heroes they held hands in the We Can Change Climate Change song. And then she kissed him 10 times on the cheek in Fonda.
Jesus Christ.
And that was honestly one of the biggest surprises I'd ever seen from the show. Overall, I liked Mollie. His ship was fun and I loved the interaction between them. There still could have been a lot more better ways of it being done, but it satisfies me. What are your thoughts on this? Tell me in the comments. We'll get to the end card. Some videos that I had planned fell through, but I will try my best to cover more shows. Come join the Mollie Core Discord server and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos. This has been Sonic Jack, signing off. Chaos Control.